Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, Series S, Metro Exodus, 60 FPS, Series S Enhanced, 1440p resolution, 2560 by 1440p, upscale to 4K. You got 60 FPS. You have ray tracing, and not bad at all for a $300 console, small, compact sized console. And also, when I'm touching it right now, it's not being overheated, it's staying cool. So, this is not bad at all. Not bad at all. That you can play something like this for $300 included with the Game Pass. There's a ray tracing, you can see it there. Ray tracing, is it a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Um, it depends. Here's what I'm gonna say. You see the ray tracing there, a reflection of that electrical pole. It depends on how you implement ray tracing. It really depends on developers. Okay, like on Mafia 1 remastered, ray tracing was done really well. On the Control, ray tracing was done really well. So it really depends on developers and how they utilize it. On Spider-Man, Miles Morales was done really well. Like I said, it all gonna vary on like Ratchet and Clank was done really well. It depends on developers and how developers utilize that ray tracing. Okay, so don't blame the hardware. Don't blame the console. Sometimes you have to blame developers and how they utilize it. But is ray tracing a big deal? To me personally, listen, I've been very first adopter of adopting a ray tracing with 2070 and 2080 EVGA RTX with a Battlefield. Was it Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5? No, it was the Battlefield 5. I'm sorry. Battlefield 5. It was Battlefield 5. And I don't know. To me, it's a bit of a gimmick, honestly. Uh, there are other methods you can use rather than ray tracing. Ray tracing, it's something that's out for the debate. Me personally, if it's implemented really, really well, it's going to look good. But if it's not implemented really well, then it's just going to be a gimmick, a selling gimmick point. Okay? And that's just my observation on it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that there's no benefits in ray tracing. I'm not saying that you're not going to have any benefits from it. But it depends on how it's being implemented. Like here, it's implemented somewhat nice, but it could be better. It could be better. Okay? So it just depends on how it's being implemented. So let's get back to a Series S version. What do I think about it? Look, it's nice for the what this console can do. All right, it's not bad. But if you truly want to enjoy the best of the best, you have to go with Series X version. That's why we have Series X version. That's why it's there. So you gotta remember, you get what you pay for. But for $300, hey, this is not bad, not bad at all. Okay. So if you have a Series S and you're like, hey, dude, how's my experience gonna be playing this game on a Series S? Well, don't expect resolution to be sharp. It's going to be a little bit soft because it's a 1440p upscale to 4K. All right. What you're going to benefit with, it's going to be the performance. It's going to be the 60 FPS, low latency, and for a first-person shooter like this, that's what you want. That's the one thing you definitely want. Okay, and you're gonna get that benefit. Quick resume, it's another benefit. Like right now, if I go back out, let's say I go home, and just give me a second. I go back home, and I go back to Metro Exodus. Quick resume, just like that. Just give me a second here. It's loading up. There it is. Another benefit is the faster loading time. You get the SSD and NVMe. So you got those benefits, but that's why you're paying $300. That's why you're not paying $500. But if you want the best of the best, if you want that clarity, you got to go with the Series X. That's why we have Xbox Series X for that purpose. Just like we have Xbox One X, Project Scorpio, and then Xbox One S. So you have the choice to choose from where you want to go. Do you want to experience the best of the best, or do you want to experience just, a decent, gaming experience, and you're not really that crazy about, all the bells and whistles of 4K and graphics. But also remember, there's something else you guys have to remember. It all depends on developers. I want to emphasize on this before I end this video. It all depends on developers and how developers utilize that power. Some developers, they're not familiarized with AMD, GPU, CPU, and how to utilize it the best with the current engine that they're working on. So some developers will utilize the features better on certain games than others. So think about that as well. Remember that as well. It all depends on the on developers. But as you can see, man, it runs super fast, 60 FPS, smooth as a butter. So yeah, man. So my final conclusion is, it's good for Series S, but if you want the best of the best, if you want the best clarity, if you want the best of everything, then you got to go with the Series X. That's where it's at. Okay. So, well, there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think. Remember, all the comments are set for review, and I have to review the comments for the reasons that I have mentioned on the previous videos. So, again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you next time.